The Scholastic Ball Report is sponsored by
Mingy Beef Jerky,
P-Rats, Rafferty's, Roberts Insurance, Crown Trophy, Sutherland Chevrolet, Prep Spin, Double Dogs, and by UK Sports Medicine.
Hello, I'm Gary Ball, your host of the Scholastic Ball Report. It's been a great year in sports so far. As always today, we have a feature from WKYT from around the state. The Roberts Insurance Team of the Week, Gray Crossing High School Boys Basketball Team. And from Nicholasville, we have the Sutherland Chevrolet Drive of the Week with some great sports action. The Crown Trophy Scholar Athlete of the Week, Amelia Young, a cheerleader from Paul Lawrence Dunbar High School. Well, we know what you want. You want the best highlights in the state of Kentucky. We got it with Brian Milam, Lee K. Howard, Lindsey Goff. It's called Game Time.
Well, it is week 2 of the high school basketball season. Several local teams facing off. And in and around the city, the Douglas Broncos, they're 3-1 to start the season, hosting Montgomery County over there on the farm. Second quarter, DeMarcus Surratt coming up with a loose ball, and he takes it himself for the high percentage bucket. Moko trailing, and then Brecken Decker spinning and assisting on this backdoor layup to Dawson Gentry. Indians were down 13. More from Douglas. In transition, Avian Chenault going baseline for the slam. I'm told Boone got his 1,000th point tonight. Is that right? Armello Boone. Douglas adds a W to the record, 86-45. The final. Have an official stat crew here in the studio with me.
Hi, this is Todd with Haas & Haas Properties, and we buy houses for cash. If you own a house and want to sell it fast at a fair price, call us at 859-888-3200. We can pay cash and close in as little as 10 days. We buy houses in any condition and any price range in Fayette and surrounding counties. If you own a property and want to sell it fast, call us today at 859-888-3200. That's 859-888-3200.
For over 40 years, WKYT has brought Kentucky the best in boating and outdoor experiences. The WKYT Kentucky Sport, Boat, and Recreation Show is back February 1st through the 4th at Central Bank Center. With over 100,000 square feet of premium outdoor inventory on display, entertainment featuring the Paul Bunyan Lumberjack Show, a kid zone, beer garden, and much more, this is one you don't want to miss. Visit KentuckyBoatShow.com for more information. We will see you there.
I've eaten with him, I've fished with him, I've played basketball against him, and we were good friends. I don't think he had an enemy in the world. Coach Phil Pratt of Boyd County High School was just one of many who filled Scott County High School's gymnasium to remember the late legendary coach. He said at one time, he said, I would like to think I could coach a few more years. And I said, well, if I had teams that could rival the Lakers and the Celtics at the high school level, I'd probably want to coach a little longer too.
For Hicks, basketball was so much more than the final score.
He created more than just X's and O's. It was more about Jimmys and Joes. It was more about his kids than it was about anything. He never talked about basketball. It was amazing. You could make him talk about basketball, but it was always about everybody else. It was always about the community. It was always about his family.
While Coach Hicks retired from coaching in 2019, his impact persists, even for those who once went head-to-head with the winningest coach in Kentucky high school basketball history.
One of my favorite verses in the Bible it's in Proverbs 20:7. It says, "A just man walks in his integrity, and his children are blessed after him." That was Billy Hicks.
Hello, welcome back to the Scholastic Ball Report as we honor the Roberts Insurance Team of the Week, the Gray Crossing boys basketball team. With us is basketball coach Steve Page, two of the outstanding players he's got on his team, Vince Dawson, Malachi Marino. Welcome into the Scholastic Ball Report, Coach Page.
Hey, Gary, appreciate you having us.
Talk about your season so far this year and the tough schedule you played.
Yeah, we've, at time of taping here, we're 5-0, just come off beating Ballard in the finals of the Billy Hicks Classic. Beat Frederick Douglass in the semifinals, and then the first week of the season we beat Covington Catholic and DuPont Manual. So 4 of our 5 opponents have been ranked somewhere in the top 20. A couple of them top 5, like we are. So when we put the schedule together, I knew we needed to challenge these kids, and we've started off that way early, and it doesn't stop. So we've got a really, really tough schedule the rest of the way, trying to get prepared for March.
And discuss some of those opponents you play this season. I think you're playing the King of Bluegrass. You're also in a prestigious tournament down in Myrtle Beach, I believe. Yeah,
absolutely. So we play next week. Start next. I guess it'll be Tuesday after on the 19th. I think it is. We play North Oldham in the first round of the King of Bluegrass. Last year we played in the King of Bluegrass, made the finals. So we want to do one better this year and bring home that tournament title. And then after that, 7 o'clock in the morning, the day after Christmas, we load up a charter bus to head to Myrtle Beach. That's if we win our first game, we're likely to play Norcross, Georgia in the second round. I think they were top 10 in the nation. What I saw some preseason rankings. So it'll be a fun trip. Last year we went to Gatlinburg over Christmas, and really good team bonding experience, and we're looking forward to this. Obviously, the Beach Ball Classic with, Coach Hicks took Scott County there a lot. My son went there. Malachi's brother went there and played multiple times. So we're looking forward to, going back and representing the Scott County school system in the event. So the day they offered, it didn't take very long to accept that offer. So we were very excited. And ironically enough, the day before they offered us, the director down there actually called Coach Hicks and asked him, what he thought should they invite us. And he, gave us a big stamp of, endorsement. And I think that, that made it pretty easy for them to set up the meeting that next morning and invite us.
Well, Coach, introduce your players here with us today. Tell us a little bit about them. Describe them for us in your words.
Yeah. So on my left, I've got Vince Dawson III. We call him Trey. Again, in his 4th year of starting, phenomenal weekend at the Billy Hicks Classic, 31-8-8 in the championship game, and tied his own school record for assists on Friday night with 11 assists. He's our all-time lead, 5th-year school, don't get me wrong, but all-time leading scorer, on pace for about 2,500 points in his career. And then on my right, of course, Malachi Moreno, 7'1", junior. Vince has a couple of Division I offers. Malachi has, Kentucky among his offers. Great basketball player. The one thing I like about both of them, they're both great players, but they both are maybe a clip below 4.0, if not 4.0. They're both, I know, all A's this year, and great students. students of the game. You know, Malachi played with us. This is his 4th year playing with us. He played with us as an 8th grader, didn't start, but was influential in a lot of, actually set, at that time, our school record for points. He scored 33 points in a game as an 8th grader. So we knew early on that, you know, Malachi was going to make a huge impact, and both of them have really stepped up their game. And we got Malachi in the weight room about 3 to 4 months ago, and you can tell a big improvement in his game just with his strength.
Well, Trey, I'll just go ahead and call you Trey because everybody else does. So how'd you get interested in playing the game of basketball? I mean, that's something we always like to hear about.
Yes, sir. My dad, he used to play basketball, and when I was a kid, he used to take me to go shoot all the time, so I just fell in love with it.
And what positions do you play, and do you like to play the most?
My primary position, I'd say, is shooting guard, but I play a little bit of point guard. I think I like shooting guard more because it just opens up the game more for me.
And what do you work on most in practice?
In practice, just getting to my spots, especially the mid-range area, and seeing the ball go in.
Do you set goals for yourself and the team this year?
Yes, sir. At the beginning of every year, we set goals. You usually set 3 goals at the beginning of the year. This year, it was go to Rupp, finish with more wins than we did last year, and then I forgot the third one, but
undefeated till Christmas.
Oh yeah, undefeated till Christmas.
I got you. What do you like most about being on the basketball team at Gray Crossing?
It's a brotherhood. We've all been knowing each other since we were in like 1st or 2nd grade. So, and we've all dreamed of playing high school basketball together.
Malachi Marino, how you doing today, Malachi?
I'm good. How you doing?
Good. We talked before, haven't we? I know your older brother was Michael Moreno, a good player, and I know he had to motivate you to play the game. Talk about that a little bit.
He was definitely the biggest role model for me in the game. Traveling around to all his AAU events and all his high school games just made me fall in love with the game each time I saw him play. Just seeing how much he impacted the game just showed me how much I can impact the game when I get to his age.
Describe your first experience playing basketball.
I'm not gonna lie to you. My first experience wasn't the greatest. I was playing one-on-one with my brother and my dad. My dad, he's a big, built kind of guy, and then my older brother, you know, Michael, he's also built as well. So they had the muscle on me, and they played bully ball with me for about 45 minutes. So it was definitely a memorable moment, but it definitely just like showed the love we have for the game, the love we have for each other.
Well, even after that beatdown you got from your brother and your dad, what's the most you like about the game of basketball? What's the thing you like the most?
I would say just like how much love is around the game. Like you can find so many friends and family through the game, and you can learn a lot of new things that you didn't think you could do.
What position do you play primarily?
So my whole life I've always been a center, but these past couple of years I've been able to stretch out my game and become a forward. And I prefer the forward spot just because I can play out on the floor a little bit more and help my teammates stay involved so they don't lose confidence.
Well, I'm going to ask you something because this hits home to quite a few people, and especially me because Billy Hicks was so good to me over the years. Do you have any reflections on the passing of Coach Billy Hicks?
Definitely a lot of reflections. You know, he coached my older brother, so it hit my home pretty hard. But, you know, this past week we won the Billy Hicks Classic, and we told ourselves, you know, even though he's gone, he's still with us everywhere we go. So we just had to make sure we won that. And he was actually at our game on Thursday and Saturday, and we were able to speak with him, and he just told me how much he loved that I was improving and how much he loved me and my brother and how much he loved the Great Crossing team.
Thank you guys very much, Coach Page, Vince and Malachi, or Trey and Malachi, for being on the Scholastic Ball Report today.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Gary, we appreciate it. Anytime, we'd love to be on, and we appreciate you honoring us as the Team of the Week.
Yep, thank you, Coach. That's it for the Roberts Insurance Team of the Week. We'll be right back with more on the Scholastic Ball Report.
Hi, this is Gary Ball for Crown Trophy of Lexington. Crown Trophy offers youth sports awards, corporate awards. They offer signs and a full line of promotional products. They're located at 2680 Wilhite Drive on the corner of Nicholasville, New Circle Road, just behind Starbucks. Stop by and pick up your copy of our 85-page catalog. Crown Trophy is nationally known, but locally owned with 150 stores nationwide. Crown Trophy, the official provider of plaques for the Scholastic Ball Report and Prep Spin.
Are you new to Medicare? Have you recently moved or lost your coverage? You have a choice, which is why Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield is here to help you get all the benefits you qualify for. Give us a call today at 800-608-1493, and we'll help you make the most of your budget. Ask about our $0 monthly premium plans that include dental, vision, and hearing, and $0 copays for prescriptions. And if you qualify for Medicare and Medicaid, we also have plans to help you pay for groceries, over-the-counter health items, and utilities like cell phone. All on a single prepaid MasterCard. Call Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield at 800-608-1493 to find a Medicare Advantage plan with all the benefits you're eligible for. We're here to help, so you never go it alone. That's our anthem.
Hello, welcome back to the Scholastic Ball Report as we honor the Crown Trophy Scholar Athlete of the Week. She's Amelia Young, a cheerleader from Paul Lawrence Dunbar. Welcome to the Scholastic Ball Report, Amelia.
Thank you for having me.
How'd you get interested in becoming a cheerleader?
So I started cheerleading when I was 5 years old, and my mom just kind of put me in it, and it's kind of just stuck ever since.
What's it like being part of such a successful competitive cheerleading program like Paul Lawrence Dunbar?
It's kind of been tough. I mean, every school kind of knows who we are. Like everywhere, you kind of just have to represent Dunbar in a good light, and I mean that just kind of comes with being on a team like Dunbar. So you just kind of get used to it. I mean, now it doesn't really affect me, and it kind of just makes me want to work harder and live up to the legacy that other people left behind.
Talk about the preparation that goes into a cheer competition.
So we practice at Dunbar for at least 2 hours every day. Today was a 2.5 hour practice, and then we practice 5 days or more a week. Usually it's around 6 days a week, and then we have showcases and performances on the other day. So it's kind of just about getting you in front of a crowd and kind of preparing you to be in front of as many people as you can and to do well under pressure.
What do you personally work on in practice to improve?
Personally, I work on my stunts. I work on as many stunting things as I can. That does involve a group though, so it's a little harder to just work on by myself. But I do love to stunt. And other than that, I work on tumbling because that's something you can just work on by yourself, and you can, if you work hard enough, you can get fast results.
Let's talk now about your academic accomplishments. You're a really good student with a GPA 4.47 weighted. What are some of your favorite academic areas or subjects?
Probably my favorite is math, and other than that, probably science. Those are the ones I tend to do the best in, and they're the ones that just kind of come easy to me. So they're just my favorite ones to be in.
And are you involved in other clubs or activities at Paul Lawrence Dunbar?
Yes, I am. I think I'm in like 3 other clubs, I think. I'm in Spanish Honor Society, the Dunbar Culture Society, and I did prom committee last year, which was really fun, but that's only available to juniors. So yeah, but it's fun, and it can get a little busy, but it keeps it fun, and it keeps you able to like meet people and make new friends every year. So it's fun.
Well, discuss your time management plan to excel in the classroom and with cheerleading and other activities.
So I just found what was easiest for me was to just like make sure I got the work done. So like whether like some people like to make to-do lists, that kind of stressed me out, so I couldn't do that. So I just would sit down and do my homework whenever I had the time. If that was during class one day, if that class wasn't doing very much, then I would do it then. Or if that was in between school and practice, then I would do it then. If it was after practice, I would do it then. But I just had to make sure it got done on time and with typically a good grade. And then for tests, just study if I needed to and just try to keep the GPA as high as I could.
Something that works for you. You know what I'm saying? It works for you, so don't change it. Thank you, Amelia, for being on the Scholastic Ball Report today.
Of course. Thank you so much for having me.
That's Amelia Young, the Crown Trophy Scholar Athlete of the Week. We'll be right back with more on the Scholastic Ball Report.
It is time for one of the best Sutherland Chevrolet drives of the week we have seen in a long time. Harrison County and GRC. Watch Garrett Wilson of Harrison County tip the ball over the head of Malachi Ashford, drives all the way in, gets the layup and the foul. Talk about a trifecta. Watch it in slow motion because it's a sleight of hand trick. Wilson taps the ball to himself, goes in for the basket, and one. And that's the Sutherland Chevrolet drive of the week.
Hi everyone watching at home. We're here to remind you that if you or someone you know were injured in an accident that was not your fault, listen up. We have live agents available right now to answer your questions and tell you how much your case is potentially worth. Hi, I'm Gina Bellich here with spokesman and TV personality Tom Mustin with us in the Help Center. So Tom, phones are really busy over there. Tell us what kind of calls you're seeing.
Well, Gina, first off, thank you for having me here in the call center with you. We always enjoy talking to the viewers and getting folks the compensation that they deserve. You know, we're seeing calls about all kinds of accidents, but the most common by far has been car accidents. So if you or someone you know were injured in an accident that was not your fault, give us a call right now. You'll speak with a live person. They'll answer any questions you have and tell you if you have a case and how much your case is potentially worth.
Thanks, Tom. All right, folks at home, you heard it. Take advantage of this opportunity and call now.
Hoops tonight. Not a lot around town, but there were a few. Bryan Station in Woodford County. Yellow Jackets coach Jaron Brown, he played at Station. First quarter, Station turns it over. Woodford running back the other way. Nolan Asher ahead to Jonte Jenkins. Jackets up 5-2 early. Jenkins had 16. More from Woco. Santonio Wade making that one look easy. Woodford up 5. Wade with 20. Back comes Station. Amari Owens gets into the lane and scores. Cuts the lead to 1. Owens had 13. And then the big fella, Tayshawn Adams, gets loose on the baseline. 2 of his team high 18. Woodford County, though, hands Bryan Station its first loss of the year, 74-64. Tate's Creek boys trying to snap a 5-game skid, hosting Lafayette, also on a losing streak. Generals marching out to the big lead early. Ishmael Thomas putting on the spin cycle. That'll earn the applause at the bench. Tate's Creek pushing it in transition. Josh Pinkleton, the step back, his toe was on the line though. Long 2 falls. Meanwhile, Lafayette, they were getting both feet behind the line often. Peyton Pritchard from dead center. Lafayette snaps their 6-game losing streak, 62-52 the final there. Girls top 20 showdown in Win City, defending region champs Douglas and GRC. The Lady Cards start hot. Anaya Chestnut dials up that 3-ball, returns the favor to Kennedy Stamper, who delivers basically the same spot. Robbie Graham, he's saying, you know, my team extremely solid. Don't have to whisper that, coach. It's the truth. Battle for the ball, and Sierra Byers comes away with it, gets the teardrop to fall, plus the foul. Douglas's scrappy guard, McKaylee Bennett, shout out to Lore. The old-fashioned three-point play, but GRC has no trouble, 80-37 the final there.
Okay, with so many places to buy new appliances, where should you go? A big box store? How about a warehouse club? I don't think so. Go where your neighbors go. P-Rats was voted Central Kentucky's favorite place to buy appliances. Here's why. They have all the major brands at the guaranteed lowest price. Low interest financing with options to fit any budget. Plus an award-winning in-house service and installation team. Voted Central Kentucky's favorite place for appliances. We're the best in the bluegrass.
Nobody beats P-Rats.
My darling granddaughter, this camera was given to me when I was your age. May it capture your big, beautiful life the way it did mine.
It's so surprising what the little things can do. Wouldn't it be wonderful if everybody...
Oh, Merry Christmas, Grandma.
Whether you're an active person that wants extra supplemental movement, maybe you want to keep your legs active while you work, or you wish to support your therapy at home, or you just want to build strength, increase your mobility, flexibility, and boost your circulation, Ellipse was made for you. Power-assisted exercise that frees your mind to enjoy your favorite seated activities. Just plug it in, place your feet, select your speed, and relax. Ellipse does all the work for you. Call now and order Ellipse.
Well, that's the show for this week. Special thanks to our Scholastic Ball Report team, Randy Rosenbaum, who was our streamer this week. Thanks to Randy. Joel Clace, our director, WKYT. Executive producer, Bridget DeVries. WKYT sports staff, Brian Milam, Lee K. Howard, and Lindsey Gall. This is the last show before the holiday break. We'll be back here on CWKYT Sunday, January 7th, 2024. Merry Christmas, and until January 7th, for those you see and you don't see, keep your eye on the Scholastic Ball Report.
The Scholastic Ball Report was sponsored by Mingy Beef Jerky, P-Rats, Rafferty's, Roberts Insurance, Crown Trophy, Sutherland Chevrolet, Prep Spin, Double Dogs, and by UK Sports Medicine.